Hello, good morning. And as we are all advised to work from home, I thought I'd come on and do a live and share some of what I would normally share face to face or on a one-to-one basis or with small groups online with no contact with you, albeit I still have contact with my lovely products and I still have stock of my lovely products and I'm able to supply them to you. So there's no need to worry about running out of your favourite beauty or skincare products, or if you've not tried Mary Kay before, rather than going queuing in the shops, because I have to say, having done my food shop yesterday, and some of you might have seen I've shared a little, I had this song going around in my head throughout around the supermarket yesterday. I was humming it and I just had to make some new lyrics up, so I've shared that on YouTube. So it's on my social media, etc. So do listen to it. It's amusing. It'll make you chuckle. So I've already cleansed my face with Mary Kay Time Wise set this morning, and I should probably come on tonight and actually show you how I cleanse my face and remove my makeup of an evening. So this is the Mary Kay foundation primer, and I have just put a little bit on my finger, fat grain of rice I always say. So this goes, obviously I've already moisturised, so this is just smoothed over my whole face. Now I've done an article recently, does primer work? It's on my blog, so if you go to janemott.co.uk you'll find it there. If you're on my VIP mailing list, you would have had that emailed to you on the 1st of March. Do sign up if you want to get my blogs regularly. I think they come out fortnightly. So if I haven't written any, you won't get an email, but if I have written anything new, they'll be emailed to you, and then they're shared to Facebook. So anyone on my VIP list gets them first, as you are my VIPs. So the foundation primer is clear, so you could actually wear it just to give you some extra protection against the environment. It's got SPF 15 in it, so it's got UVA and UVB broad spectrum. And it just smooths over the skin. It feels silky smooth and soft. It helps to blur fine lines and wrinkles and large pores, and it acts like a magnet to your foundation. So I am absolutely loving the new Mary Kay blending brush. It is a brush. It's like, somebody said velvet. I prefer like suede. It's so soft. It's lovely. And one of the great thing is, whereas I've been teaching people for the last few years with foundation brushes to put in the back of your hand, before you put this one, you can actually put straight on the brush. Oh, my tube is farting a little bit. This is the new Mary Kay, well, I say new, I don't know how long it's been out now. It's been out a while. These tubes last for ages, so mine's running low, so I've definitely had it a while. I'm using beige N150, which is the beige tone. I use matte wear, and N stands for neutral. So the numbering system's slightly different. I always go for my under eye first because I've got hereditary dark circles. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know I'm a bit obsessed about having hereditary dark. And you'll see I've got my hair in a bandana. I need a haircut. I've been growing it a little bit, and you can see some of my roots are coming through, and I will be colouring them in the next day or so, I suppose. But I'm going to show you a trick that you can use with makeup if you're going out and you just want to hide a little bit of your roots. Yes, I'm pulling my funny faces again, but I'm getting it in all my nooks and crannies. Look, you can't even, it's making my skin flawless. It's obviously blurred out my dark circles, but you can't even tell I'm putting makeup on from the point of view that it's such a perfect match. Love it. The neutral tones have worked much better for me. So in the new Time Wise 3D, I actually like it. I always described the previous original Time Wise foundation as lightweight, but this is weightless. It's just great. It's just so light on your skin, you won't even know you're wearing it, apart from when you look in the mirror, and you can and you look flawless. So I just love this brush. It's so easy to use. Love it, love it, love it. And then I'm going to use my Mary Kay under eye corrector. It's got a peach tone, and it just neutralises dark circles, the bluish purple. And yes, I do use quite a lot of it. Now you can, I like to just as I say, hereditary dark circles, so I do like to put it everywhere. And you want to come it down the side of your nose and make sure you cover the... And then I just use my fingertip. It is a waterproof formula, so you just want to tap it. You don't actually want to... How bright-eyed, wide-awake, bushy-tailed. Now, I'm then just going to use my lash primer, which is clear, just to comb through my brows. Whichever primer you're using, it's going to give you longevity to the makeup in that area. So I've also got, although I'm not dark haired anymore, am I? I'm going grey, but initially I was born with dark hair when I was younger. Fabulous at 50, turned 50 about 2 weeks ago, and looking good, thank you, Mary Kay. So I'm just putting my primer on my eyelashes. I've actually got blonde tips on my eyelashes. So this just helps to coat them. And then my mascara glides on easily. And actually using primers, you use less makeup in the long run because it creates the perfect base. Acts as a magnet. So again, this is running a little bit low, but I'm using my dark blonde volumizing brow tint. Now, if you've watched my brow tutorials before with a pencil, you'll know that I like to do a line in the very bottom of the eyebrows, and then you can comb that up through. See, I didn't put it back in the product, so I'll just show you again. Excuse me, I am using a mirror to the left as well, just because it's easier, but I'm trying to show you in the video. So I've got, as I say, mine's running low, but it's like a little mascara brush, so when it's new, you need to take the excess off into the top of the bottle. That's why a lot of new mascaras, people think, oh, I don't like that mascara, it's cloggy, it's clumpy, and it's because the brush sits in the bottle. It's got so much product on it. It's not the mascara that's clogging, it's the brush is clogged up, so you need to just take the excess off. So I'm going to just use the tip of the brush to create that line. Hopefully you'll see it. Can you see I've put a line? I think you can just about see it on the video. I like to sit in the window so the light's bright, but obviously from a video that's a little bit detrimental. Hopefully you can see that, and then without putting, or you can use a brush. Our new brushes have got like little mascara spoolies, so they're like a mascara brush, and years ago my mum used to taught me to lick a comb and comb it through, but obviously I don't need to lick a comb if I've got the product on. But you can see how that line then blends up into your brows. My brows are going a little bit grey now, so I've gone from the Dennis Healy mono brown when I was 17 to having them waxed and shaped for years, 2 brows, and now having to colour them back in because I'm going grey. So full circle. So that's my brows on. Then I'm going to use my Ivory 2 mineral powder using my lovely mineral powder brush, which is normal brush. As soon as you press them, they dent, but obviously this one, not obviously, but this one doesn't, and that means that the powder, so it's like a little talc pot, so you just unscrew the lid, a little bit in the lid, swirl it. So those tiny circles, you don't want to put any pressure on. Those tiny circles are how you apply it to your face. And if you'd like a one-to-one tutorial, I am now doing those through Zoom or video chat, and you have your products in front of you, I have my products in front of me, and we do it together. If you'd like any of these products, just go to my personal website, which is maryk.co.uk/jmott, or email me on ladyjane7@gmail.com, or you can contact me through my website, which is much easier, janemott.co.uk, which is also my Instagram username. Just seen my age fighting, time-wise, anything with time-wise in has got age fighting ingredients in it. So lip primer, and the time-wise ingredients help with all these fine lines around your lips. So that works as a lip balm. So actually also what I would normally put on before my under eye, but I'm chatting away, is my eye primer. This little tube lasts ages because you only need that amount, and I normally put it under my eye and over my eyelid. So over my eyelid for eyeshadow and eye colours, eyeliner, but I usually put it underneath, under my under eye corrector. I'm sure it will work even this way because the two, it just absorbs so quickly and easily. They're all breathable, they're all mineral based, so I shouldn't say that it doesn't matter which order you put them on. Obviously it's better the other way around, but just between you and me, don't tell you. A little bit of powder over the top. Love, love, love my angled chiseled cheek brush. Obviously I use mine quite a bit, so like every day, so that's more like how it comes, and I love it because you've got, it's so beautifully angled. You can highlight, you can contour. It is perfection. Actually, I'm going to just do a little bit of contour using some of the cream powders just to show you the placement. I'm just going to use a tiny little sponge. So I'm just going to put it under my cheekbone here. And you can do this with powder as well. We've got a lovely latte contour powder, but can you see how, so if you put your hand, everything's in proportion to your own body, so 2 fingers away is the apple of your cheek, and if you put your fingers from the corner of your mouth to the bottom of your ear and up your cheekbone, this is where you can put your cheek colour, and you'll also find that's 2 fingers away, so you can see it's, and then for this side you choose. So using this theory, so we can map, you would put it yeah, can you see that? I've gone for the darkest colour, but well, the darkest one I've got, which is beige 3. Can you see the placement of that? Oh, hair's in the way. And that just lifts your cheekbones. See if I can put a bit more on so you can see where it is. So contouring originally, years ago, the idea was to give you the perfect oval shape. So you'd imagine an oval drawn on your face, an invisible line, and so if that was my oval, you would contour outside the oval and highlight on the cheekbones, brow bones. So the idea is to give you the perfect oval shape, but we are much more accepting of different face shapes today, so it's got a little bit more complicated. So if you've got a heart-shaped face or a round face or a square face, and I'm just blending it, and I'm going to blend it up, so I'm just blending into my foundation, again using my blending brush. I'm happy to do a tutorial to show you how to place your contour, and then of course, it's blended in my foundation, but it just gives my cheekbones a lift. And then I'm going to use peach or apricot on your cheeks, adds radiance, and this is one of the cheek duos, and juicy guava. So I'm just going to pick a little bit of that up. I'm just going to put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, just like that. And a little bit of the highlighter. Again, you see how what I think is so great about the brush, I can just pick a little bit up there. And a little tip for highlighter is, if you do a little number 2, there with it, it immediately lifts that brow bone. So you want like a little swan shape. Can you see that? That's like a number 2 in reverse. So for highlighting, you'd have number 1 down your nose, number 2, and then number 3 would be here. See? 1, 2, 3. You can also use the 3 to contour, but you'd use that under the cheekbone, not above. Then I'm just going to get our Mary Kay Kabuki brush and just blend. And I am an eyeliner fan, so this is not Mary Kay, this is just Rimmel Liquid Glam Eye, and it's one of the few that still have this beautiful soft brush. I don't like the foam tip. So tips for doing eyeliner: if you look into the mirror, put your elbow on a surface so it's held, pull your eye taut and start at the outer corner because that's where you want it wider. We're not doing one long line, we're doing little overlapping. Oh, I've got it on my eyelashes. So just don't have to wear it as thick as mine, but you can put it right next to the lashes. And if you make a mistake like that, you see, just get a cotton bud and lift that tiny mistake off. And then we're going to do the other eye. Oh, I've got too much on the brush. Just wipe that off in the neck of the bottle. Leaning on my elbow, gently stretching the skin, because as we get more interesting, it does get a little bit crepey. So it just holds it taut. Not stretch taut, but oh, I've done it again. Just so that it holds steady. And again, I'm just going to come back in and lift that little bit off that I don't want. And if you do smudge it, just dip a clean cotton bud into the little bit of your foundation and you can just go over it. It's not uncommon for me to make a little smudge there, actually, on one eye if not on the other. And the eyes are like our sisters, not twins. So they're not identical twins. Once you've got your mascara on, it will hide the tiny mistakes in your eyeliner anyway, because your lashes will be coated with mascara. Another time I'll show you how to double line with eyeshadow over the top, or to turn your what did I do with it? Oh, I put it in here. To using your a little tiny bit of your eye primer, you can turn your favourite eyeshadow into an eyeliner. So those of you that have seen my mascara tips before, you want to look down, stick your chin out, or you can lift your eye up if that's easier so you can see the roots. And we're going to zigzag. If you put your mascara brush in front of your eye and then you can't see anything, that's no good, because all you're going to do is catch the ends. You need to be able to see the roots of your lashes. So roots, zigzag, root to tip. Always bring the outer lashes out and up, because this is my favourite mascara, it's Lash Love. Don't really need very much at all to get a good effect with Mary Kay products. Another reason why I love them. I just put a little bit at the outer corner of my lower lashes. I don't go all the way along. Ta-da! And that's me ready. I'm going to go and walk the dog, and then I have got a lady for a cut and blow dry. They are getting thinner on the ground. Oh, I know, I said I would show you just how to cover the roots, and similar to the eyeliner trick with eyeshadow, actually, a little bit of, there's loads in this tube, but it's decided to get a tiny little bit. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? And I'm just going to use and then I'm going to pick up, can you see I've got a brown eyeshadow here, so I'm just putting the brush, that's my favoured colour, and I would normally do that with this end, but this brush is too big, so and then I'm just going to brush it slightly over. It's not perfect, and obviously I've got red colour on my hair, so it's not gonna, but it just tones down. You see how it tones down the bright white? I've been seeing people post on Facebook, in 2 or 3 weeks we'll start to see people's natural hair colour. Well, I am still doing some home visits. I am taking extra precautions, sterilising and sanitising all my tools and equipment. My t-shirts and overalls, tunics I like to call it, are clean on every day. I have got sanitizer spray for my tools and antibac hand gel with me for every appointment. I only see one person at a time. I don't work in public places, so I'm still, until further notice, until we're told we're no longer allowed to, we're in lockdown, I'm still able to offer home visits to my clients. I hope you've enjoyed GRWM, get ready with me, and if you've got any questions, please comment, let me know, email me, text me, WhatsApp me, whatever's your preferred mode of communication. If you're running low on moisturiser, cleanser, give me a shout. If you'd like me to send some samples out with you and do a one-to-one video chat or Zoom call, great, happy to do that, and it's lovely to have a pamper session. Keep smiling, everybody, and don't forget to check out my little shopping song on YouTube. And I'm across all social media platforms. You'll find me under Jane Mott Hair and Makeup. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.